we have seen about key, super key, candidate key. You clearly know what is a super key, candidate key and all. For remembering this thing, I have told you that there are two properties, uniqueness property and irreducible property. So for uniqueness property, if any attribute or set of attribute is satisfying uniqueness property means what? That particular attribute or set of attribute closure, if you are taking, you are getting all the attributes in the tuple, all the attributes, determining every attributes. Okay, uniquely determining every attribute. Example, employee ID. Employee ID, if it's uniquely determining the entire row, then we can say that it is uniquely determining. Uniqueness property is satisfying. So if it is uniqueness property is satisfying, we can only say only one thing. What is that? It is a super key. Okay. Now uniqueness property. So now employee ID is the key. I am adding employee name. This also will uniqueness property will satisfy. Employee ID, comma, employee name, uniqueness property will satisfy. But so definitely it is a uniqueness property satisfying means it is a super key. But you can remove this employee name, and then after that also, if you take closure, you will get all the attributes. What is the meaning of that? It can be further reduced. If at all, if you can reduce, then whatever was the original one was a super key, and the reduced one will become a candidate key. So EID will be the candidate key. This is a super key. So that is the idea. And you know, primary key. Primary key means from the set of candidate keys, your database designer will select one key that is a primary key. Alternate keys, you know, all other remaining keys are alternate keys. Foreign key concept we will discuss again later. Okay, so after that we have seen that finding the candidate keys. Can somebody unmute and tell the procedure of finding the candidate keys? Can somebody unmute and tell procedure which you understand, whether in English or Malayalam you can tell. Can somebody unmute and tell? Somebody. Otherwise I will call name. I have all your names over here now. So somebody can tell what is the procedure for finding all candidate keys, which we have learned last class. Please respond.
Sir?
Who is that?
Archana.
Archana. Very good. Archana, tell what is the procedure for finding all candidate keys.
Okay, functional dependency തന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അതിന്റെ ലെഫ്റ്റ് സൈഡ് റിപ്പീറ്റ് ചെയ്യാത്ത ഏത് ആട്രിബ്യൂട്ട് ആണോ ഉള്ളത് അത് ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യുക. ലെഫ്റ്റ് സൈഡ് മാത്രം പ്രസന്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ആട്രിബ്യൂട്ട്. അപ്പോൾ അത് എന്തായാലും നമ്മുടെ ഫങ്ഷണൽ കാൻഡിഡേറ്റ് കീയുടെ ഒരു പാർട്ടായിരിക്കും.
If it is only coming in the left side, definitely that will be the part of all the candidate keys. Yes.
അതെ. നെക്സ്റ്റ് റൈറ്റ് സൈഡ് ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യുക. റൈറ്റ് സൈഡിൽ മാത്രം പ്രസന്റ് ആവുന്ന ആട്രിബ്യൂട്ട് നമ്മുടെ ഏത് കാൻഡിഡേറ്റ് കീയുടെയും പാർട്ടാവില്ല.
കറക്റ്റ്.
ഇനി തേർഡ് വൺ, ബോത്ത് സൈഡിലും പ്രസന്റ് ആവുന്ന ആട്രിബ്യൂട്ട് നമ്മുടെ കാൻഡിഡേറ്റ് കീയുടെ പാർട്ടാവാം, പാർട്ടാവാതിരിക്കാം.
ഓക്കെ, കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടില്ല. ഇനി എന്താ അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട്? Okay, I will elaborate. Okay, thank you, Archana. Okay, so what she is telling is that if an attribute is present only in the left side, definitely it will be a part of all the candidate keys. If an attribute is present only in the right side, definitely it will be not a part of any of the candidate keys. If an attribute is present both left side and right side of the functional dependencies, it may or may not be a part of candidate key. So what is the first step? Take all the attributes from the left side which is coming only in the left side. So start with that, okay, and take the closure of that. And take the attributes which is coming only in the left side and take the closure of that. When you are taking the closure, if you are getting all the attributes, that clearly shows that it is a uniqueness property is satisfying. An attribute or set of attribute, when you are taking a closure, if you are getting all the attributes in a schema, we can declare that uniqueness property is satisfying. All the things are coming uniquely. Okay, so if it is coming, all the attributes are coming means you can stop there. Otherwise, sometimes it may not come. What we are supposed to do? You have to consider the attributes which is coming both the left side and the right side. Okay, you don't have to consider the attributes which is coming only in the right side, because we already know that that will never be a part of any of the candidate key. So you can consider one by one the attributes which is coming both left and right side. So one by one you add, so that you will understand that whatever, if you add one by one like that, whatever you are getting at a particular time, you will be getting all the attributes closure when you are taking one by. So A, B, assume that A, B is here, which one is coming? A, B, A, both side it is coming. You see here, B is coming only in the left side, C coming both side, D coming both side, so D is coming only in the right side, A both side. So only B. So start with B. B closure, if you take, you are getting only B. So you should not randomly add, you should not, too many attributes you should not add. One by one you add. So now you try to add A with B. A with B, A, B closure when you are taking, you are getting A, B, C, D. Now you understand that all attributes are coming over here. So if you do this way, one by one when you are adding, definitely what you are getting the first time, that will be a candidate key. Otherwise, it may be a super key. If you add randomly 2, 3, and if you take a closure of that one, whatever you are getting may be a super key. There is no guarantee that it will be a candidate key. Okay, fine. So now first candidate key, finding the first candidate key only is difficult. After that, with our substitution method, all the candidate keys will come out. Can somebody else tell me, after finding the first candidate key, what is the procedure for getting all other candidate keys? Can somebody else unmute and tell me? Somebody can respond. Very good. Who is,
sir,
who is this? First of all, you introduce. Who is this?
Sonia.
Sonia. Tell Sonia.
Sonia.
Tell Sonia.
ഒരു കാൻഡിഡേറ്റ് കീ കിട്ടിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാല് നമ്മുടെ ആ കാൻഡിഡേറ്റ് ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരെണ്ണം റൈറ്റ് സൈഡിൽ വരുന്നുണ്ടോ എന്ന് നോക്കണം.
ഓക്കെ.
റൈറ്റ് സൈഡിൽ വരുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് അതിനെ ലെഫ്റ്റ് സൈഡ് വെച്ച് സബ്സ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്യാം.
വെരി ഗുഡ്.
അങ്ങനെ എന്നിട്ട് നമ്മൾ ക്ലോസർ എടുക്കുമ്പം അതെല്ലാം കിട്ടുന്നുണ്ടോ എന്ന് നോക്കുക.
ഓക്കെ.
അങ്ങനെ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാം.
Okay, fine. One more thing is there actually. It's correct only. A, B, we are getting candidate key. Take first alphabetical order. A, alphabetical order, there is no scientific rule that you have to start with the alphabetical order, because it will reduce your mistakes, okay? So that we will not forget that something is not done or not. So take A, check for A in the right side. If A is there in the right side, whatever is coming in the left side, it can be substituted for instead of A. Okay, then after substituting all the A's with C, you can go with the B. Then after substituting all the B's with the corresponding, if it is there, left side, if it is there, you can substitute. Otherwise, you can leave it. Then next variable. At a particular time, all the variable substitution will be over. At that time, whatever you are getting, that will be the total number of candidate keys. Okay, so that is the idea. Very good. So now 2 problems we have done. Okay, so we have to do some more problems so that your knowledge will be correct. So I'll write another problem. You can please be ready with your notebook and pen. Okay, sometimes I'll tell on the video and you have to show the notebook. I'll ask you. Okay, fine. Write this question. Relation schema A, B, C, D. Functional dependency set. A, B determines C. C determine A. Can you find all the candidate keys from this one? Once you get the candidate keys, you can type how many candidate keys you got and what are the candidate keys. Please do it. Sudhakar sir is there. Sudhakar sir, can you respond? Please unmute your audio and respond.
Yes, sir, I'm doing.
Very good, very good, very good.
Okay, sir.
If anybody got the answer, please write it. Please write the answer in the chat box. How many candidate keys and what are the candidate keys? Somebody's audio is on. Please mute your audio. Write in the answer in the chat box. Whenever I tell, you can on the audio. Anybody got? Why this much time? Write the answer in the chat box. Is it that much difficult? A, B, C, D, A, B to C, C to A. How many candidate keys? Please
Sir,
write.
already put in chat box.
Is it so? Oh. Okay, fine. Actually, now I see. Very good. So what is answer? 2 is answer. And what was the answer? A, B, C and C, B. A, B, C. A, B, D and CBD. Are you getting like that? A, B, D and CBD? Anybody got? Yes. Very good. So I will do that once again. So A is coming only in the left side. No, not only in the left side. A is coming A left side as well as right side. B is coming. Before that, you have to observe one thing. Here, your D is not there in the functional dependency. Okay, be very careful with all these things. These all tips will not be there in any textbook. So you have to just remember or write it on your book, whatever I am telling. D is not there in your functional dependency. So circle it. Okay, circle it. Now, why we are circling it? Because later we have to remember that we have to add that particular D with all the candidate keys. Now, left side and right side A is coming, so I am leaving it. B is coming only in the left side. So what I will start with B. B closure I am taking. Whenever I am taking B closure, I am getting only B. So B alone cannot get the uniqueness property. So what I will do? C I will not be adding because C will A and C both are coming left side and right side. So one by one I will be adding. So first I will try with A. With this guy, I am adding A B closure. A B closure when I am taking, I am getting A B C. I should get only this much. Circled one I don't need because circled one anyway I will be adding it later. A B C. So very good. The first candidate key I got. Now I have to check whether any more candidate keys are there or not. Okay. Instead of A, this is the first candidate. So instead of A, I have to substitute. I'll check the right side. If it is there in the right side, I can substitute left side. So it will become CB. So A's thing alphabetically, A is all A's are over. Now I'll check with B. B is not there in the right side. I can leave it. Now I'll check with C. C is there in the right side. So if it is there in the right side, left side completely you have to substitute. But that AB is already here. So it will not give me any advantage for adding that or substituting that. Okay. So I will stop there. So A, B, C all are over. No more new variables are coming into picture. So I am stopping. So I got that A, B and C, B are my candidate keys. If not candidate keys, If I add D only, it will become candidate key. In fact, in gate questions, some this kind of question, AB they have given as option, and the ABD also given as option. Some people with excitement, what they will do, directly go and write, because AB they go directly, they will write answer as AB, but it is not the answer. Candidate key is you have to add this D also. With both the cases you have to add D. So there are two candidate keys, ABD and CBD. Very good. So I am going to the next question. Relation A, B, C, D, E, F. Write it. A, B, C, D, E, F. Functional dependency. A, B determining C, D, E. E determine F. C determine B. D determine A. And F determine D. Please tell the answer. Tell the answer. Type the answer in your chat box quickly. Sonia is telling A, B, and C, D. Sonia, number of candidate keys, number you have to write. After that, you have to type all the candidate keys. Okay. Nitin Dominic is saying 4 candidate keys. Anybody else? A, B, AC, DB, FP. Beena Kurian is saying 5 candidate keys. Vishnu is saying 5 candidate keys. Type fast. Grishma is also getting 5 candidate keys. Any other answer than 5? Anybody else got some other answer? Ramya got 8 candidate keys. Very good, Ramya. How you got all 8 candidate keys? It's wrong only, but how you got? Can you tell me? Ramya? Okay, fine. I will do it. We don't have to waste time. I will do it. Okay. 8 is correct answer only. Ramya, it's correct only. Very good. Jomi also got correct answer, I think. 8 is correct answer. Okay, we'll see how 8 we are getting. Because for in this kind of big problem only, we will be finding that our substitution method is very easy, very helpful. Okay. Otherwise, we will not appreciate that. Fine. So starting itself, you clearly observe how I am doing. Okay. So any alphabet is coming only in the left side, right? All are coming all the places, right? Anything is coming A, B, C, D, E, F. All are coming left side and right side. So we cannot apply that observation over here. Okay. So randomly we'll start. Okay. Randomly, if you start, there is no guarantee that it will be a candidate key. But when you are doing the substitution process, if you are doing it correctly, your super key will be automatically reduced to candidate key. That I will show later. Okay, fine. Now I just simply am taking AB and starting. AB closure is equal to AB CDE. I hope you know how to take closure, right? AB closure means left side if AB is there, right side all the things you can write. Closure of AB definitely will contain AB, and right side if you can write. Now CD is there, because of C, B I can write. Okay, because of D, A I can write. Because of E, F I can write. Because of this E, F I can write. So A, B, C, D, E, F. With the A, B, C, D, E, F, all the attributes I am getting. So definitely. Now one more observation you can do like this. If you remove A and take a closure of B, you cannot get all. B closure is only B. If you remove B and if you take a closure of A, even then also you cannot get everything. So it cannot be reduced. Even a single attribute, if you remove from that, you are not getting the uniqueness property. You remove one attribute and take the closure, you will not get all the other attributes. Okay, because of that reason, we understood that this itself is a candidate key. Now, getting all other candidate keys, what we are supposed to do, instead of A, okay, take the first candidate key, AB. Instead of A, I can substitute this one. Instead of A, I can substitute D. So instead of A, I am substituting. So D, it is becoming DB. Okay. Now A, all substitutions are over. Only one A was there, or A substitutions are over. Now instead of B, I can substitute. Instead of B, I can substitute C. So these two candidate keys I can substitute. So AC instead of B. When I am substituting A, B instead of B, I am substituting C. Now D, B, D instead of B, I am substituting C. Now I got AC and DC. So now A and B are over. Now I will take C. C is there in the right side. Whether C is there in the right side? Yes. C is there in the right side. Some people may be thinking, how come C is there in the right side? So three people are sitting togetherly, C, D, E. But we have already learned you can apply decomposition rule in the right side. Okay. In fact, I told don't apply decomposition rule in the left side, but you can always apply decomposition rule in the right side. So AB gives CDE is equivalent to AB gives C, AB gives D, AB gives E. This is a decomposition rule. Okay. So now, so in that case, instead of C, what you can substitute? AB. But we will not substitute. Why? Instead of C, if you substitute AB, you will get all already existing one candidate key. So I will avoid that. It will not add any value to my answer. So I will avoid that. So A, B, C, both are over. Now A, B, C. Now D is there. Here D is there. Here D is there. Instead of D, can I substitute? Instead of D, if I substitute this two places, D is there. No? See, this one and this one. So instead of this D, I can substitute AB. Instead of this D, I can substitute F. So instead of first D, if I substitute AB, I'll get the original AB. So I will not do that. So I'll come to the second D. Instead of second D, I can substitute F. So what I will get? So instead of this D, F, B, and instead of this B, F, C. Okay. Now A, B, C, D. Now E is there? No, E is not there. Now F is there. F is there in my candidate key. So right side F is there. Yes, here F is there. So right side F is there means I can substitute E. So instead of this F, I can substitute E, EB, and instead of this F, I can substitute E. Then it will become EC. Now F is already over. Now I'll check with E. Now A, B, C, D, E, F. Now new attribute is E. E came into picture now. Now E. Right side E is there. If right side E is there, I can substitute left side AB. But if I substitute left side AB, it will become the original one. Okay, so I will not do that. Here also, this one is a much better answer. So I will not do that. So A, B, C, D, all attributes I have substituted. All new attributes which got generated, I have substituted. Okay. So any new attribute is coming means you have to substitute and check whether anything new else is coming or not. So once all the attributes are substituted, you can stop. So how many I got? I got 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whether you got the same candidate keys, please type yes or no. Whether you got the same answers. Yes or no. Yes, very good, very good, very good. So this is the way we do. Now you understood it perfectly. One more question I will give. You do that. Okay, shall I move? Please type yes. Next question. Okay, very good, very good. Now, one more question I will give. Now you should tell the correct answer. Relation A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Functional dependency AB determine CD, CD determine EF, D determine A, C determine B, E determine F, F determine D. Do it quickly. Find all the candidate keys. If somebody finds that some question mistake or if I am something doing wrong, then you can unmute and tell. Okay, otherwise I will do all those till the end. I will be doing, after that only I will be knowing that it is a mistake. Okay, don't worry to unmute and tell me. Okay. Who is getting answer first? What you got? Are you doing it? If anybody is getting the answer, please type the at least number of candidate keys you type. So that 8, Rinsi got 8, Geedu got 8, Archana 8, Nivya Sagar 8. 8 is correct only. Type the answer also, somebody. All candidate keys. Okay, I will do it. I will do it so that others will understand if anybody is there. It's not one more of this thing. Okay, so A, B, can we go with that inference that if a left side only left side something is there, can you type somebody only left side any attribute is there, so that my work will be less. Only left side some attribute is there, can you type? Nothing, no? Yes or no? G is there. G is there. N is there. N, no. No. Okay. Fine. Before we start, in the functional dependencies, G is not there. Are you observing that? In the functional dependency, G is not there. So what will happen? A, B, C, D, E, F. G is not there. So you have to circle it. Remaining all attributes are there. A, B, C, D, E, F, everything is there. G is not there. So you have to find all the candidate keys and you have to add G with that. So leave G now, as of now, and take closure of, so A, B, C, D, E, F, all are coming left side, right side. So randomly I will take one A, B closure. A, B closure is equal to A, B, C, D, E, F. That's all, everything you got. So if you remove A, will you get everything? If you remove A, will you get everything? Only with B? No. If you remove B, will you get everything with the A? No. So it's actually a candidate key only, not candidate key. G you have to add for that. Now substitution we can start. First one I got A, B. Instead of A, I can substitute D. So it will become DB. Now instead of A, I have substituted D. So it became DB. Now instead of B, I can substitute C. So AC and DC. Now instead of C, I can substitute Instead of C, I can substitute this one, AB, but the AB is already there. Now, instead of D, I can substitute, F. So, FB and FC. Okay. So, instead of D, now E is not there. Now, F. Instead of F, I can substitute F. I can substitute two things. This one also, this one also. F, I can substitute CD, but CD is already there. So, it will not give me any weightage or any advantage for doing that. Now, instead of this one, you can substitute. Instead of F, you can substitute E. If you substitute E, this will become EB and EC. Now, instead of E, can you substitute something? CD is already there. Instead of B, nothing else. So, I think this many will be there. So, answer will be finally AB added with this G. ABG, DB, AC, DCG, ACG, DCG, FBG, FCG, EBG, ECG. Can somebody type yes if my answer is correct, whether you got the same answer? Please type yes. Very good, very good. So this is the way we do. Okay. One last question I will give you. If you tell the correct answer, now you became master in this particular topic. One more question. It's a classic problem. I'll give you. Okay. Okay. Relation A, B, C, D, E, F, G, F equal to set A, B determine C, D, E, F, C determine A, D determine B, C determine E, F, E determine D, G, H determine A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B to C, D, E, F, C to A, D to B, C to E, F, E to D, G, H gives A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. If you have any serious doubt, don't worry to unmute your mic and ask question. Okay. Yesterday my microphone was having some problem, because of that reason only I couldn't respond. Sorry to Sudhagar for that, because Sudhagar sir tried many times. Later I see the video, at that time only I recognize how many times Sudhagar sir called my name. Okay, sorry for that.
It's not in the relation given.
Very good, very good. Who is that? Can I hear your name?
Bina.
Bina, very good. So what to do? In the table H is not there. Now you are telling that in your functional dependency H is there. Is it possible? Yes or no? Bina, can you respond? Is it correct?
It is not possible.
It is not possible. So what we will do? This, but in examination they will give all these things. Okay. So what we will do? We will just opt it out. That is not possible.
Okay.
Okay. But if assume that if H is there in the right side.
Okay.
Okay. What you will do? If H is there in the right, now H is here in the left side, so I removed the entire functional dependency. But if H is there in the right side,
also remove.
no, not the entire FD. Why should you apply decomposition rule? You remove that H alone. Okay.
Okay.
Now, since it is in the left side, you cannot remove that one, because if it stand together only, it can determine. So you cannot separate it. Okay. You cannot apply decomposition. Okay. Okay. Do it. Now, one more thing you can observe, this entire functional dependency has been removed. Now, remaining thing only there in our hand. Okay. And here G is there. So you have to circle out G. Okay. G is there. But functional dependency G is not there. Okay. So with the remaining thing, you have to find out the answer. Tell the correct answer. Type the number of candidate key and type all the candidate keys. I'm waiting for your answer. Anybody got? Six. Gidu is getting 6. Ria is getting 6. You have to type your Rinsi is getting 1. Why 1 Rinsi? Others are getting 6. Vishnu is getting 8 also. Very good. Sonia is getting 6. A, B, G, A, D, G, A, C, B, G, C, D, G, A, E, G, C, E, G. Okay, we will not waste the time. Okay, listen very carefully. Okay, to the board. Now you don't do. Later you can do. Okay, I'm not wasting time. I will do that. Fine. Look to the board. Don't do now. Please look on the screen. Okay. What is our first step? First step, only in the left side anybody is there. Only in the left side, both are there. A is there both side. B is there in the both side. C both side. D both side. E is both side. F is no only in the left side. Okay, so I cannot go with that. So we'll start with AB. Yes or no? We'll start with AB. AB closure I am taking. When I am taking AB closure, A, B, C, D, E, F. Everything I am getting. Very good. If I remove A with B alone, can I get everything? No. If I remove B, A alone, A closure, if I take A, can I get everything? No. So I understood that this can be a candidate key. So now our substitution process starting. So instead of A, what I will do? Instead of A, I will substitute C. So it is becoming D. Instead of B, I will be substituting D. So it will become A, D, and C, D. Instead of B, I am substituting A, D, and C, D. So instead of B, now instead of C, right side C is there. Yes, right side C is there, but left side AB, but AB is already there. So C I don't want now, A, B, C. Now D, right side D is there, yes. Instead of D, I can substitute E. So it will become A, E, and C, E. Yes? Okay, C, E. Now, instead of D, I am substituting E, I got A, E, and C. Now, A, B, C, D, E. Instead of E, I can substitute this one, no? Apply decomposition rule. Instead of E, I can substitute C. So, instead of E, if I substitute C, what will happen? A, C, and C, C. Okay, instead of E, I have substituted, it became A, C, and C, C. But very one nice thing happened over there. You see here, CC, will we tell like something like employee ID and employee ID closure will give everything? It's wrong only, no? Yes. So ultimately, it is reducing to, the CC is reducing to C. That means clearly shows that with the C closure alone, we can get everything. Yes or no? With the C closure alone, we can get everything. So if this is reducing to C, all other things which is coming with the C, everything will be deleted. Yes, these all are super keys because C plus something is there. C plus something is there. C plus something is there. Yes, C plus something is there. All guys will be deleted. Now what else is remaining? Only AB is standing out, AD is standing out, AE is standing out, and C is standing out. AB, AD, AE, and C. Now you may be getting doubt. How come it is possible? 3 candidate keys are having 2 attributes and 1 candidate key is having only single attribute. So naturally, single attribute guy will be the best one, and that will be the primary key. No way. Okay, that is up to the database designer. These all guys are candidate keys. All guys are candidate keys. If you have doubt, what is our definition of candidate key? All candidate keys should satisfy two properties. What is the two property? Uniqueness property and irreducible property. Okay, you take AB closure, are you getting everything? Yes, uniqueness property is first property is satisfied. You leave A, will you get B closure? If you take B closure, will you get everything? No. You leave B, if you take A closure, will you get everything? No. So this guy is satisfying second property also. Like that, you can check everything. If you remove this A with the D closure alone, you will not get everything. If you remove D, if A closure alone, you cannot get everything. But AD closure, you get everything. So this is also satisfying two property. This is also satisfying two property. This guy is also satisfying two property. What is the two property? C closure you take, C closure is equal to C A, what else? C A, C gives E F, then E gives D, A, B is needed, D gives B, A, B, C, D, E, F, everything I am getting. Now what is the confusion? Okay, so now you may be thinking, okay, if everything you are getting, definitely uniqueness property is satisfying, first property is satisfying. Now for the second property, what is that? Will you be able to remove some attribute from that and still you are able to manage to get everything? If you remove this one from something from C, you will not be getting anything. So you cannot remove. If it is single attribute, reduction is not at all possible. So it's already reduced one. C is satisfying both first property and second property. So this is also correct. So 4 candidate keys are there. Okay, this question is very, very, very good question. Okay, till now this kind of question they have not asked in GATE, but they at any time they will ask. Okay, this will clear all your doubts. How, what? Sometimes students may be thinking, okay, it's not possible that every candidate keys will be having same number of attributes. It's not like that. It can be varying. Okay, only thing you have to remember is that both the properties it should satisfy. That's all. There is no other confusion. Okay, are you getting it? Can I see some yes? Sorry. That is not the kind of, sorry. I understood.
Yes.
One more thing I have to add. What is that? G is remaining. I have circled it. Because of that reason only, I am telling that we have to circle it. Okay, I already told you and I forgot that. Okay, so in the examination time, you have to clearly read some kind of note you have to do so that at the end you can add G with all these 4. Okay, all these 4 you have to add this G. So the answer is candidate. So this is not candidate key. Candidate keys are A, B, G, A, D, G, A, E, G, and C, G. 4 candidate keys are there: A, B, G, A, D, G, A, E, G, and C, G. Are you getting it correctly? Can I see some yes in your chat box? Otherwise, you type no. You don't have to type no. You can watch it again. If you have any severe doubt, you can unmute your mic and ask me. Okay. Fundamental confusions are coming in, so you can ask me.
Sir, that functional dependency GH have been removed. So can you explain that one?
Why I have removed?
How it is being removed?
In your table, assume that you are having a table. You are having a table. Employee ID is there. Employee name is there, and salary is there, and somebody is writing a functional dependency that EID and employee's father name determine salary. Employee's father name is not there in the schema or table. Then how come you write a functional dependency? Functional dependency normally we write for the attributes present in the table, no? So what is the meaning of that one? EID and E father name togetherly only can determine salary. E father name is not there in the table. Then how can you get a functional dependency? If somebody has simply added that for making us full. Okay, practically it is not possible. So since this guy is coming in the left side, this should come together, then only this will be satisfied. So the entire thing will go wrong. Okay, if I am writing EID and EID gives this, the father name is not there, but EID gives salary and father name. Father name was not there, but if you apply decomposition rule over here, EID gives salary and EID gives E father name, and this one you can remove. Okay, you don't have to remove the entire one. So what I am telling is that if some attribute which is coming in the functional dependency which is not available in the table, and if it is in the left side, entire functional dependency can be removed. Okay, and if some attribute which is not there in the table and it is coming in the right side, apply decomposition rule, and that particular decomposed one, that particular attribute alone you can remove. Are you getting it now? Can I say
Okay, sir. Okay.
correctly understood? Yes or no? Who is this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sonia. Very good.
Sonia.
So that is the idea. Okay, so everybody understood. Any other doubt in this thing? This is very, very important. 2 mark compulsory you will be getting in GATE. Okay, and this is the stepping stone towards normal forms. If you don't know this one, you cannot do normal form. The first step for finding normalization or normal forms, you have to find all the candidate keys. If you have any confusion there, then you cannot do that. Shall I move to the next one? Yes? Okay, very good. Now I will see this one kind of question. Some GATE examination or NET examination, they have started asking. You can see, I'll write an example and after that I will tell. Relation ABC, my key, candidate, I'm just simply writing candidate key. Candidate key is equal to A. Can you tell me how many super keys are possible with this relation schema is ABC and candidate key of this particular schema is A? Okay, now with the A as candidate key in this table, how many super keys are possible? Can you type the answer? How many super keys are possible? All are saying 4. Why you are saying 4? Okay, A you write it here. A you write, then A will be a super key. Definitely A will be a super key. Then AB will be a super key. Then AC will be a super key. Then ABC will be a super key. So the ultimate idea is you can write like that digital thing 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. This whole thing. Okay. So 0 0 means BC is not there, only A is there. 0 0 1 means C will come. This one. 1 0 means B will come. 1 1 means both B and C are coming. So this one you clearly know this is actually 2 power 2, right? So we can simply say that if n attributes, I'm just checking n attributes. Generally, I want a generalized formula for this one. Okay. So n attributes are there. Here n is 3. I got 4 super keys, a single candidate key in that table, and I got 4 super keys. Now, that is clear to you. Now I can write generally like this, total number of super keys we can make is equal to 2 power, can you type 2 power? 2 power, remaining can you type? N minus 1. Very good, Gidu. N minus 1. How you got? Totally we can make, you have to opt out this candidate key. You opt out this. For opting out, I have written -1. Okay. Now can you tell, Gidu, can you tell if I am writing ABC, candidate key is AB, how many super keys you can make? It is like AB and ABC. That's all, no? Will our formula work for there? What is that? N is equal to 3. What is that I have written? 2 power n minus. What is that 1? That 1 is how many attributes are there in your candidate key? 1 attribute. Now you have how many attributes are there in your candidate key? 2 attributes. So it will be 2 power n minus 2. So here n is 3. 2 power 3 minus 2, that is 2 power 1, and that is 2. And that is this answer, A, B, and AC. Is it clear? Can I see some yes? Type yes. Yes, why? Okay, fine. Now, moving a little bit more further. Now its ball is in your court, you have to tell. Okay, you understood. Okay, this is the way we have to do. Now I am going to increase the number of candidate key, not the attributes in a single candidate key. Single candidate key is given means always the equation will be this one. Okay, in your single candidate key, only one attribute is there means answer is 2 power n minus 1. In your single candidate key, two attributes are there means answer is 2 power n minus 2. 5 attributes are there means answer is 2 power n minus 5. Now, what will happen if I am having more number of candidate key? Okay, more number of candidate key. So again, I am writing example, relation ABC, candidate key, first candidate key 1 is A, candidate key 1 is A, and candidate key 2 is B. Candidate key 1 is A and candidate key 2 candidate keys are there. Can you tell me how many super keys you can make from this particular thing, table? How many super keys are possible? You have to tell me the number. How many super keys are possible? 2 candidate keys are there. Type the number. Sudhakar sir, very good. Correct. Geedu, how much? 6. Any other answer? Actually, 6 is wrong. Some other answer is there? Some other answer is there? 5. Archana got 5. Okay. Just I will elaborate this one. With the candidate key A, how many you can make? You can make A, AB, AC, and ABC. Okay, fine. With the candidate key B, how many you can make? You can make B, BA, BC, and ABC. So with this guy we can make 4, and with this guy we can make 4. So total it should be 8, right? Then why you are telling 5, 6 and all? Yes. What is that? There are some intersection. So what is that intersection? Which one is both? Here it is different. This thing are same, no? BA and AB both are same. Single table only I am asking how many super keys are possible. These both are same. AC, BC different. ABC, ABC same. So you have to minus 2 from that. So you have to do minus 2 from that. So how can we generalize it? Till now they have asked the maximum 2 candidate keys only. Okay. So you cannot expect 3, 4 and all, you may not expect. Okay, fine. So now how can we generalize? How we will find the generalized one? You can apply this one, our set theory. What we have to do this minus, right? Number of super keys with A plus super keys with B minus super keys with both A and B. Yes or no? Yes. Super keys with A is 4. 4 plus super keys with B is 4 minus super keys with both AB. Both AB means AB and ABC. How many? 2. How will you find super keys with A alone? We know that it is 2 power n minus 1. And this is also 2 power n. Why n minus 1? I have only single one attribute over here. And where from this n came? N is total number of attributes. N equal to 3. Total number of attributes. Okay. 2 power n minus 1. Then here also one attribute, 2 power n minus 1 minus 2 power n minus 1 plus 2 power n minus 1 minus, what is that? Super keys of AB, 2 power n minus 2. Why 2? 2 attributes. 2 power n minus 2. So 2 power n minus 1 is 2 power 3 minus 1. 2 power 2 plus 2 power 2 minus 2 power n minus 3 minus 2. 2 power 1 is equal to 4 plus 4 minus 2 is equal to 6. And that 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 from this one. Not this one, not this one. I'm taking 5 and 6. Is it clear? Can I see some yes? Very good, very good, very good. That is the idea. Now I'll give a problem to you. You can do. I'll generalize one thing I'll tell. Here I will write. You tell me relation A1, A2, A3 up to AN. That means n attributes are there. Candidate key is equal to A1, A2. How many super keys are there? Tell quickly. 2 power. Remaining you can type. Type 2 power what? Type the answer. 2 power. Very good. N minus 2. 2 power n minus 2. Why n minus 2? N is total number of attributes. How come you got this is n? This is n. Total number of attributes. And where from this 2 came? This candidate key is having 2 attributes. 2 power n minus 2. Now I am writing candidate key is equal to A1, A2, A3. What? How many number of super keys? 2 power, right remaining? Right remaining? 2 power n minus 3. Very good. N minus 3. Now I am modifying. Candidate key is A1, A2. 2 candidate keys are there. Now the answer is? Now the answer is? 2 candidate keys. Same question, 2 candidate keys. A1, A2, A3 up to AN, 2 candidate keys. What is that? Generalized. With the A1, how many candidate keys you can make? That intersection thing you can remember, this one. With the A1, how many? With the B, A2, how many? And minus the intersection. So, 2 power n minus 1 plus 2 power n minus 1 minus what? 2 power togetherly 2 power n minus 2. 2 attributes are there. So you got n 2 power n minus 1, n minus 1 minus n minus 2. Very good. Ria got very correctly answer. Okay. So is it okay? Can I see some yes? Okay. Very good. So candidate key A1, A2, you got the answer as 2 power n minus 1 plus 2 power n minus 1 minus 2 power n minus 2. In that case, I'll give one more. Candidate key A1, A2, A3. Now how many? Total number of super keys? A1, A2, A3. Total number of super keys. With the first candidate key, how many? With the second candidate key, how many? Minus all the 3. So can you type the answer? 2 power n minus 1 plus 2 power n minus 2 minus what? Last one? Type the answer. N minus 1 plus 2 power n minus 2 minus 2 power n minus 3. How come n minus 3? This one, and this one. If it is same, you can leave all the different attributes. Okay. So the answer is 2 power n minus 1 plus 2 power n minus 2 minus 2 power n minus 3. One more I'll write. Candidate key A1, A2, comma. Okay, A1, A2, comma, A3, A4. Now you tell. A1, A2, A3. 2 candidate keys. Each are having 2 attributes each. Now what is the answer? Type 2 power n minus 2. Yes. Ria is giving correct answer. 2 power n minus 2 plus 2 power n minus 2 minus 2 power n minus 4. Vishnu is giving correct answer. Adira is giving correct answer. Geetu is giving correct answer. So 2 power n minus 4. n minus 2 came from these two. N minus 2 came from this 2. Okay, n minus 4 came from a1, a2, a3, a4. 4 attributes are there, that's why this 4. Okay, now I'll give another one exercise for you. Tomorrow you can tell the answer for that one. Okay, this is the question. Tomorrow I'll ask you the answer for that. Okay, you can note down this question. This is the question. Same question. Relation a1, a2, a3 up to an. Okay, candidate keys are a1, a2, a3. Now remember, till now I was telling single candidate key, then 2 candidate key. Okay, now I am giving 3 candidate keys. Till now they have not asked. 3 candidate keys I have given you. Okay, based on your that set theory, you have to find the answer. I just give a clue. This will be the case. This circle, but add this one, add this one, add this one, then minus intersection of this one, minus intersection of this one, minus intersection of this one, and add this one, the middle one. Okay, so you have to tell the answer tomorrow for this one. You have to think and tell what could be the answer. Question is this one. Okay, for 3 candidate keys, how many super keys are possible? Okay, very good. Now, so that category problems are over. Now we'll move towards the next one. Till now everything is clear. Can I see some yes? Number of super keys only, previous question you have to find it out and come tomorrow. Okay, next class. Okay, till now everything is clear. Very good. Now next category, they can ask this kind of question also. With our same substitution, with what method we have learned, we can use many places. Okay, sometimes they will give a question like this. Relation schema A, B, C, D, E, F. F equal to AB gives CD, CD gives AB, B gives A, C gives EF. AB gives CD, CD gives AB, B gives A, C gives EF. Their question will be like this. Some attribute set is given. Okay, what is that? I'll just give an example. AB is given. I'm giving you AB. I'm giving you AB. AB is given to you and they are asking a question. Check whether this AB is a candidate key or super key. Straightforward, we can do that. What is that? Our approach? Our approach is that first of all, we have to check whether candidate, the question is check whether the key is a candidate key or super key. Okay, okay, candidate key or super key. What is that? We have 2 properties. One is uniqueness property and the second one is irreducible property. Irreducible property. So how will you check a uniqueness property? This may not be even a key itself. Why? It may not be unique. Uniqueness property may not be satisfying. So first itself you have to check whether it is at least a super key or not. Okay, so how will you do that? AB closure will take. AB closure will take, and if you are getting everything, you can declare that it is a super key. Now the second checking, candidate key, you have to do it further. So AB closure, are you getting everything? A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. C gives EF also. EF, A, B, C, D. All the attributes you are getting clearly shows that uniqueness property is satisfying. If uniqueness property is satisfying, definitely super key will declare. Yesterday, for remembering that one, I told you super key is studying in first standard and candidate key is studying in second standard. Okay, if somebody is studying in second standard, means definitely first standard he has already finished. Okay, remember that. So now AB is a super key I am declaring. Now the question is whether it is a super key or candidate key. Now I have to check for candidate key. What is the candidate key checking? Either two ways you can do. What is the first way? First way, you just remove one attribute and check whether it is reducing, or with the less number of, remove A and check, take the closure of B and check whether everything I am getting or not. Remove B and check for A closure whether I am getting everything or not. Okay, and this is the one way. Another one way, you see, substitution. Another way. Now first method I told that remove, assume that A is removed, take B closure. Are you getting everything? B gives A, B gives A, so A gives anything else? No. B gives C, sorry, AB gives CD, sorry, AB gives CD, then EF, everything I am getting. This is one way. Another way with same substitution method, what is that? Take this A, see the right side, okay, see the right side. If right side it is there, what we have learned, left side we can substitute. So instead of A, what I can do, B can be substituted. If I substitute B, it will become BB. BB is meaningless. Employee ID and employee ID, we will not tell in a table. We will tell only one employee ID. So BB is meaningless. So we will be writing only B. Okay. So AB is further reduced to B. The meaning of that one is that. Okay. So now further reduced to B. Now you take B closure, you will get everything. So with substitution method also we can find. So what is the answer? Question was whether AB is a super key or candidate key. AB, answer is AB is a super key but not a candidate key. Are you agreeing with that? AB is a super key but not a candidate key. Why it is not a candidate key? AB can be further reduced to B, and B itself closure, if when I am taking, I am getting uniqueness property, and from B you cannot eliminate anything. If you eliminate anything, it will vanish. So single attribute will be always, if uniqueness property is satisfying, definitely it will be a candidate key. For a single attribute, if it is satisfying uniqueness property, definitely it is a candidate key. For more than one, only you have to check all these things. Is it clear? Can I see some yes? Very good, very good. Very, very clear for you. Okay, nice. We have 5 more minutes. Okay. One more thing I will tell, and after that, after 5 minutes, I will wind up. So that is the case with, now no, one question I will give you. No, that is better. See this question. Okay. See this question. Question is, this is the question. Relation A, B, C, D, F equal to set AB determines CD, C determine B, B determine A, and D determine C. AB to CD, C to B, B to A, D to C. Question is, check whether AB is a candidate key or super key. Tell the answer quickly. Check whether AB is a candidate key or super key. A lot of students are telling the answer. So very good. So many are telling the answer. It's only a super key. Why it's only a super key? Instead of A, you can substitute B. If you substitute instead of A, if you substitute, this will become BB. BB is actually B. That means AB is a super key and B is the candidate key. Okay. So what is the answer statement? AB is a super key only, but not a candidate key. AB is a super key only, but not a candidate key. Yesterday I told one statement, all candidate keys are super key. All candidate keys are super key, but all super keys are not candidate key. You can remember second standard and first standard story. Okay, all second standard students finished first standard, and both they are in second, both the properties. Okay, But one guy is studying in first standard doesn't mean that he is studying in second standard. So that is the case. All candidate keys are super key, but not all super keys are. But no, all super keys are not candidates. All candidate keys are always super keys. Okay, fine. So I think today we will wind up. Is it okay whether everything is clear? Yesterday there was some problem with audio and all. Today, whether you are following my class perfectly, correctly, you can anytime you can unmute your audio and ask me question. Okay, and you can actively participate in chat box. So I am just seeing always every 5 minutes, 2 minutes I am seeing the chat box. So first itself you respond in chat box, then I will catch it. If I am not catching it, then immediately unmute and talk. Okay, so we'll wind up for today, and you do that problem and come in the next class. Revise this video also. I will upload today. See one more time the entire video. You will get the correct understanding. So there is no point in repeating, because since you video you are getting, you can one more time you can see it. Okay, in classroom we normally repeat once again. Fine. So that is the case. So we'll stop today. Thank you. Thanks a lot.